welcome to Video 11. Yes, we are on Video 11 tonight, and as you can see, the bass has come out of retirement. Finally! Now, unfortunately, I will be playing, you will hear the actual song in the background. Kind of is with bass, you know. Yeah, I kind of need something more behind it, you know. And, you know, until I can learn, you know, get better and whatever, and maybe learn to play these songs that way, or, you know, finally finish, you know, original pieces that, and get some vocals on there, and, you know, little bit and tidbit and riffs like this, you know. So as you can see, you know, get something going on like that, get some riffs, and we'll be in business, or if I can learn how to play certain songs that way. I do have one that I can do, possibly another time. Another Rush tune, actually. Be somewhere in the middle of their career. Yeah, and so as you can see by the title, we have Rush, What You Doing? What You're Doing? What Are You Doing, anyway? So we've actually, from the other night, we've gone from the most recent studio album, and tonight we're all the way back to 1975. Yes, going to 1975. Yes, you know, back in the day of 1975-ish. Bond, James Bond, something like that. Anyway, we need to get on with it. So again, here is Rush, What You're Doing, and I'll be going along for the ride. In your air, everything you do, you want to leave it up to you. Who do you think you are? You think you are a star? You try to run it down, but you're always trying to put us down. You think, right, think you're going to say, tell me something, mister, why you do me doing this so uptight? See, you're trying, you know that you're lying. You think you need some grooving. What do you think you're putting now? Start changing. You left me rearranging. You better do some ducking, or you better do some walking now. That's right. That's why they told me you're so uptight. What you're feeling, all that you've been feeling long. Like that you're right. Tell me till it's so uptight. Thank you very much. We'll be back shortly. To you, I'll be back real soon. To me, hopefully it won't be like last night and be a couple hours later. Thank you. Hello and welcome back. Yes, I got my cheat sheet tonight. Didn't make them the last couple nights. So, as you can see by the title, yes, we are on perspectives again. Aw, really? Yes. I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth, I think, this time around. It is a very important thing to understand, in my opinion. You can tell me I'm full of it. That is fine too. I don't care. But everybody's perspective is what, comes from, we're we're born with a certain personality. We grow up in certain environments, our parents, and then our friends, and then sometimes we lose some of those friends, we have other friends, and all these different things that go on, and now of course all the tragedies that we go through, and yet some of us judge, oh, well, that's not bad, I went through this. Well, people's pain is personal to themselves. You can't judge it on some scale. You can't do it. I mean, you can, but then you lack perspective and you lack understanding. Through perspective comes understanding. But in order to gain that perspective, you got to heal inside to gain that wider perspective. And perspective in a way, think of it like a car accident. Somebody gets rear-ended, bam, 20 different people see it, right? Well, there's 20 different angles, and the perspective of that person that sees that accident is going to be different. Some people might notice the color of the car. Some people might actually know what kind of car it is. Some people might actually know what the license plates are. Well, maybe not. Unfortunately, we live in a day and age where we're kind of oblivious to everything, and I'm not speaking for everybody, I have my moments of obliviousness, which leads to oblivion. No, but again, people hopefully will be pulling out of that. More and more people will be becoming aware, and also, speaking of awareness, which isn't on my paper, by the way, as you know, I get off track and kind of do my own thing. This is almost useless. No, I'm just kidding. And actually, it's interesting because the more we become aware of ourselves, and I don't mean in like an ego, oh, look at me, I'm aware of myself. We went through that one of the past videos. What I mean is, inner awareness. As you become more aware of yourself, and you go into the universe of yourself, because you've got a whole universe inside of you to explore. But again, we have all of the damage that we've accumulated over the years and things we haven't let go of. So, the universe is really small to start with until you heal from all that stuff. And again, it's so important. And I will probably keep talking about how important it is for self-healing, to go inside, deal with it. And yes, it's not going to be easy. As I've said, I'm still going through it. Well, no, I could be going through it for the rest of my life. I hope not. But through the healing process, you become more aware. And that's where your perspective can start changing. Before we, this particular point in time and space that we're at, okay? There's certain things that irritate us. We have pet peeves. We don't like certain things. We don't like certain things around here. We don't like them. If you don't abide by us, then you'll have to go, or we have to kill you. No. But, certain things upset us, right? And those certain things, come from trigger points from our past. And I know I explained this already, but I'm explaining it again. And the more trigger points you have, the more irritated you get about a certain thing. Some people get really irritated with people when they're driving, or people that walk a certain way, or people do certain things. You get irritated. Oh. Well, that's your, when you get irritated, when you get like that, you got all these trigger points, and you got all this crap going on in here. And as you let go, it doesn't bother you as much. Hell, it might not even bother you at all. I wish I could think of an example right now. But, once you heal from that stuff, you, all these, it frees you. You become more free, and you don't, these small things, you realize just how small they are. That life is life, and things happen, and there's a flow to life, and your perspective puts you in a certain flow. Everybody says flow, and really it's not a flow. It's a big, ginormous, different wavelengths of flow. It's kind of like, the ocean. You have a wave and all that, but you have all those under layers of the different types of flow, and everybody's flowing through different layers, and it's all over the place. And, but it's finding a better flow, a higher vibrational flow. And as you start healing, and you start seeing certain things, certain perspective of things, I notice, for me, it helps when I get irritated about something, I step back, step out of that situation, put it kind of like in front of you like a screen, and step out of it, and try to look at yourself objectively as possible, and try to figure out why that's bothering you. What is it? What trigger point? A lot of times, for me anyway, if I get upset about something, I stand back outside of it and I'm looking at it, and yeah, there's still an emotional attachment, but it's further away. And that will help me a lot of times identify those triggers that I need to let go of. All that pain that you gotta let go of. Let go of some of that weight. That's why some of us are walking around in all older age, all carrying everything. That's why people are sick, or get sick, or are more prone to certain diseases or certain things, because again, our aura is all messed up because we're holding on to a lot of things. Our aura is messed up, and these things come into our aura, and then they make us sick. And am I saying once you're all higher, right? No, vibrational, that everything, never get sick. No, but you won't be as sick. And be healthy. And yeah, you have to eat, right? Exercise and all that kind of stuff, which I'm guilty of eating like crap. I don't exercise. I do, my work is my exercise. Getting out in nature. Gotta get out in nature. And that's, I think it's a big thing, But again, I want to save the nature video for when I'm finally being able to shoot HD, and got my girl, and she'll be shooting me, and have the acoustic guitar out somewhere in nature and everything. And I won't have to have this fake bird sounds and water sounds in the background. I can actually, But anyway, I know there was more I wanted to kind of touch upon, but I'm going to try to get back to perspective. There's almost 7 billion people. There's almost 7 billion different perspectives in it. As an empath, as us empaths are, we can understand things from a lot greater perspective because we actually feel the emotions of other people. And as long as those emotions aren't affecting our own emotions, or if our own emotions are already high or in a certain state, that's when that understanding, that's where our compassion comes from as empaths. You know, I know for myself, if I'm in a certain state and I feel something from somebody, that they're upset or something like that, and if I'm already upset and I feel that coming from that person, then all of a sudden I'm more upset, or you know, I think that that person might have done something that they didn't, you know, because I'm already in a certain crappy state, you know, and so I pick up on it. Whereas if I'm in a really good state and I'm in a good mood and I pick up on something, even if it goes through me, I have a greater understanding. And again, perspective. Everything boils down to perspective. And your emotional states determine where your perspective is at. You know, everybody has more than one perspective because it depends on the emotional state that they're in, or the state of mind that they're in. I'm in a crazy state of mind, so, you know, I got crazy perspective. Crazy perspective. That almost sounded like that Pop-Tarts commercial. Crazy good. Anyway. You know, and then we got all these things that are going on in our subconscious mind. You know, again, that's where those triggers come from. Because subconsciously, we're still carrying all that stuff. And, you know, I'm going to give, buddy might know Bruce Lipton. Really, really cool guy. Epigenetics. But he has this as an example, you know, that, you know, we have like this subconscious tape that plays over and over and over and over again in our minds, you know, and that's what we have to get to. That's where those triggers are. That's where all the crap is. But you ever have like a friend, right? And you know their parents, and they act almost exactly like the parent, one of the parents. And then if you try to go up to them and be like, hey, you know, you act a lot like your father, they get all offended. No, I don't. I don't do anything like my parents. I'm totally, you know. But you and your friends that know that particular friend, no, that's not true. You know, it's those subconscious tapes that keep playing. So in order to, you know, in order to get to that subconscious stuff, when you get upset, that's why you just gotta pull out. Of course, that's not a very manly thing to do, is it? No, anyway, I didn't say that really, but you know, step back, and observe the situation. I myself don't always do that, but I try to remember. I mean, part of the reason I make these videos is just so I can try and remember stuff, because my brain's like, you know, I just found out, oh, somebody told me who happens to be an empath and is really good with doctor type stuff, you know, told me my brain's swollen, which doesn't surprise me between the headaches and stuff I have going on in my neck and everything else. That doesn't surprise me. And I don't know where I was going with that, and I don't think it's very important. I know there's some more stuff I wanted to say on perspective. Unfortunately, I went through my notes already. You know, from the past, well, side of self, subconscious, right. Well, anyway, again, just a little bit more in perspective, and, you know, my videos from time to time, that's kind of what it's going to be like, you know, just, you know, getting a little bit more in detail with certain things. And actually, this is kind of leading into Tuesday's video, which is going to be about family relationships and about how to change your perspective on how you see family because of the certain thing that we have with family. But yeah, so that's kind of leading into that, and then Wednesday's video, which we'll get into. But anyway, again, I hope you enjoyed the song. Like I said, it is what it is as far as playing along to stuff. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Also have a great night, great morning, great afternoon. Sorry. You know, like my friend says, when I do these videos, he's like, it's like you got ADD, man, just like me. Yeah. Thanks, Tom. But anyway, yeah, so again, have a great night, great morning, have a great weekend. It's supposed to be nice out up here in the in upstate New York, so namaste and peace. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I'm begging you, please. If you just have it in your heart, you just subscribe. That would be great. Thank you.